Welcome. I'm going to be sharing 5 of the latest side projects business that I've not only thought about but launched, and how much money they're making, and the one that is actually paying for the bills. But remember, it was, I think, last year I started this best AI tools for small businesses, or best AI for small businesses. And it was basically, I can put it somewhere here, but it was basically a directory of all the tools that I was naturally, because I was doing consulting and I was doing my own company, that I was naturally testing and figuring like what worked and not worked. The issue with that one, that made exactly $0. The issue with that one was that I didn't have the passion to like keep it up and keep having it like perfectly testing all the time. And like some of the tools that I've tested, they change every single week. So things that I've tested a week before I actually have updated, and they were different and they were improved. So it was not really that accurate. And then having a bot doing it, it was like full of crap. It would like list 150 different tools that were not really relevant by the time that the small businesses was filtering. So the value add was not really there. And I decided to just like kill it or stop it. The second one, I launched one that is called PeriWelle, Still Alive. Let's get to it. I'll show it to you. The name of the website is PeriWelle.com, and this was supposed to be a place that would solve the problem for women to where do you start. If you're already curious about perimenopause and being like on top of your hormonal health and what to do and learn about it, and if, which supplements, which diet, like all this crap out there, this would be your starting point and facilitate. So it would start by having like a list of all the symptoms and what causes each of the symptoms. If you just do this, fatigue, joint pain, and it's also like creating awareness. But this website's business model was thought through being almost like a research place. But I had trained like a model here that by answering 12 questions, you would get what is the probability that you are actually experiencing perimenopause, how many people in your, what is the, percentage of people in your age that actually are experiencing already perimenopause, so you can start thinking, oh, am I getting ahead of myself or not? And they give you the first steps to take, like how to talk to your doctor, what things to observe, what type of exercises would be beneficial for you, and all these things. The business model for this was to actually, throughout the recommendations given, be able to get sponsors, the same as the previous one. Like basically, this project gave zero. I think it gave like $25 just from one affiliate link at some point, but basically zero. The challenge here was to improve the UX, improve the model, and to actually create a sustainable, scalable go-to-market content creation, that it doesn't have to be through social media, but it could be through Pinterest, etc. But anyways, we are not going to deep dive in that. If you're interested, let's talk about it. And the next project is related. It's for women and younger women's health. Let's get to it. As you can hear from my voice, I'm a bit sick. But remember JuliaKnows.com. So I wanted to create a platform that people would think as their big sister. I got the feedback already. Instead of big sister, it's going to be your BFF, or your smart, or your wise best friend, for money, hormones, and life. And it would grow in audience and would actually help people for free. But it would be very obviously disclaimed whenever we get any sponsor on each of the areas. And there's tons of sponsors interested in being sponsoring in the financial area. There's tons of health, and there's tons of and mental health and stuff. But again, like $20 at some point, something I never followed up. Again, I need to fix a little bit or improve, make it more personalize the recommendations, and then create a follow up. The same with PeriWelle. And I need to work a lot of time in actually doing the analysis on which platforms we want to work with as an affiliate, or we would like to reach out to be sponsored by. This is the one that is one of the most interesting in my perspective. And this is basically a Glassdoor for venture capitals. And it's just because, out of experience, when you are a founder, depending on which stage you are, but especially in the pre-seed, seed, whatever, you are asking around for like references. If your business is going great and you get a lot of like offers from different venture capitals, you might tend to just go with the big ones, right? And then you ask for like, okay, are they great at this? I actually, my business needs specifically like help with partnerships or go to market or something specifically. Are they great at helping out with this or not? And then you don't really get insight. You don't know, because every other founder, to protect their reputation and relationships and network, they're going to only speak positively, and it's very hard to get like an honest opinion. But this platform allows for founders to actually be honest. And happy enough, I've seen only very positive reviews on their experiences, but it allows founders to go in and say, this was my experience, this was the partner or the associate that I got, this was my seed, or like they give all new information. Then they have to get manually reviewed to make sure that this comes from an actual founder, from a company that actually got funded, whatever. And once they get reviewed, their data, their personal data gets like swiped. So you are never going to be able to see, it gets anonymized basically. So you're going to see the rankings and everything from verified founders, from verified like investments, but without risking them doing this or talking positively just because of their network and to, I don't know, to look good, or talking shit just to make them, I don't know. So now you're gonna get honest, and what it's coming out is like very objective reviews in what they're good and they're what bad. Not even what they're bad, but like what they need an experience with them and stuff. And the whole reviewing process is structured in a way that is not a place to just like bash like angry at something or someone, but actually give constructive like data points on specific steps of the way. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through it right now, but if you click there, it's gonna ask you if you want to see, okay, what is the, you have to sign up to be able to see the reviews on the VCs. And you, if you sign up as a venture capital, you can claim your venture capital basically profile, and you can add like or improve information like location and add description or whatever if you claim as a venture capital. And if you claim as a venture capital, you can actually get aggregated insights, so you will never ever understand who wrote what and which founder wrote what, because all that data is scrapped. But you get aggregated insights like our founders in Europe are saying that you're great at this and this, and they're actually talking very highly of this and this partner. So that information you get as a venture capital, if you claim your profile, and as a founder, you get the full list of all the venture capitals, and you can filter by region, by stage on when you're investing or getting investment, and by the needs you have. And then you can actually get like, oh, okay, great, this VC is actually better than this and this specific thing that I need. Let me contact them and see, and whatever. So it's just an objective platform to that. This is right now on its pause period. I'm working on making sure that the verification system stays manual at the beginning, so I don't want crap in there. And the second thing is to make sure that it gets a system in a way that becomes like viral, but just by referring, like founders refer it to each other. Or one thing that we saw actually was a venture capital like sharing it with their own founders, like brave enough saying like, hey, everyone, like if you had the disclaimer was that they actually shared like this, saying, if you have had a good experience with us or like their process, please share it here. If you have had a bad experience, please share it here. And they put another link to get feedback, and so they don't look bad. But I totally support that. I would like that actually every venture capital would like, because they care. They care to get the feedback, right? Of course, they don't want the feedback negative out there, but it's a very smooth way of asking your founders to put you in a good light as a venture capital out there, and also to proactively ask for feedback from them directly and get it from them. So it's that's been inspiring. So I do hope that there's more venture capitals like proactively sharing this and asking them, their founders, to position them positively, but also asking for the negative feedback internally. But anyways, I think this has a lot of potential business models. I'm not even going to discuss here because there's plenty. I'm never going to charge the founders, I can say that, etc. There's many ways of actually making it a profitable business, but I need more time to do that. But let's get to the sexiest money making. And this one I'm showing on LinkedIn for you to see how like little work it's been done. It only has 60 followers. This is my consulting business, and it started Growth Biz. There's always businesses in need of help with growth, etc. And I realized that I got a couple clients, and it was very like straightforward, like helping here and there, and there they have specific needs. And my consulting is strategy and growth. So I go and look into your business and map out all the opportunities, and I find what is the most urgent and most important opportunity, and basically create a roadmap for both the most urgent and the things that we have to start now, because long term is important, right? And connecting all the opportunities, problems, risks with the actions taken. Some of them, or most of them, are actually already being started and taken by the team. But anyways, so I lead that and I implement and help them go through. But in the process of doing this, I actually found a huge opportunity, which was companies companies needing automation, and everybody was in need with like creating actual I'm just showing you my profile because this has been basically what has brought the most value to my business. And this is a business that is paying the bills. So after doing some consulting here and there, I realized like I put like this post of the riches are in the niches. And it was a little robot because it was I help you and your company do two things. Figure out where you actually would benefit from automating processes and not just randomly getting bombarded by all the AI tools out there. And you should be implementing, and if you don't have AI, you're behind and you're stupid. And actually figuring out what you would benefit from and implementing them. Basically, everything been doing is like local N8N solutions that connect to their current software and systems and that help them. Two basic things, and this is just giving it away, like the structure. Two basic things that everybody benefits from is one, a LinkedIn, and I made another post about it because I made it for myself. A LinkedIn say automator for your posts. So basically a LinkedIn brand positioning assistant. So every day you get in your email. Let me see where I had it here. This is feature. These are my random posts. This is the agents. Yes, so here I made it. I made an automation for myself, and I stopped it at some point. But this actually benefits a lot. I here show you how the email looks, and it sends you a daily LinkedIn action plan with the post of the day. But what it does, it's actually scraping. Let me see if I posted the process here, because what it does is actually scraping from your industry, your potential clients, like whatever it's relevant for you and your business. This is not about turning your LinkedIn into a influencer. This is about helping you use your LinkedIn to target the right people, not to get the biggest audience, because most people are not interested in getting the biggest audience and getting sponsors and all those things. So I wanted to show you like my small ass LinkedIn profile, my 60 followers page for the company is the one actually getting the business going. And this is the business. I'm not going to disclaim how much it makes, but it is above 100K a year USD. And that's actually growing. And that's where I was discussing that I had to take some time off my projects because I needed to pay more attention to that, because I might need to do a good framework to train more people to be able to allocate these projects and new clients to new people. Because currently I'm working with 3 different clients and I don't have space for more. And I love their business and I love their impact in the world, and I'm very lucky in that sense, and I'm really enjoying that. So it is a bit of a challenge to say, where do you allocate your time and stuff? I know how much time I have, so I cannot accept more clients at the moment. But if there is a very interesting client that I really, really want to accept, what I have to do is find a way to train someone and assign it and like manage that person somehow. So me and my 9 personalities are looking into that. But basically, the consulting business and helping businesses grow through analyzing where can they actually automate little challenges and bottlenecks throughout their process, and doing that implementation is what's driving, yeah, the revenue. And I do think there is huge potential. We can grow this um, consultant firm as big as I want to. I know that, right? And I also know I can grow VC Dossier as big as I want to, or not as big. I think it has a very interesting ceiling. But the same with the perimenopause platforms, PeriWelle and JuliaKnows, all these things. That's my challenge. They have potential, and you can make them a real business, and they can all work. In my mind, it's not like they have failed. It's just that they have not gotten the real chance, and that is a challenge with not like committing fully into one project and having the mindset of like just keep shipping. No, if you just ship and don't find a way to bring traffic to that product you just shipped, and it's actually adding value, and make sure it improves to add value and to be referred, etc., it's not going to like it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to fail, not because it's not a good idea, but because you didn't give it a chance. So that is the caveat. I would like to hear your opinions. And these are just 5 projects out of more, I have to be honest, that I've launched and killed. And I have another one in this, like, yeah, I have another one coming very soon, but I'll talk about it later because it's a very niche thing. It's a community for, anyways, we'll talk about that later. But it might be linked to growth phase somehow, to get consultants. But yeah, let me know what you think.